Hi, I'm so glad to see you. It's been a long time since I've made one of these, about 4 years to be exact, but I'm very glad to be back. If you don't know, my name is Amanda, and I've always had a passion for cosmetics and creating, and I started this channel back in 2020 when I was a makeup artist at Sephora. I wanted to take all of the gold mine of information that I learned just from being a makeup artist at Sephora and attending cosmetology school and just teach that back to you. I really loved what I did at Sephora as a makeup artist. I loved helping people, problem solve and uncover what their needs were when shopping for products and helping them educate on what was going to be best for them and their needs in their shopping experience. I didn't want to just sell them what the niftiest and trendiest thing was at the time or whatever influencers were about at the time. I really wanted to cater the experience to you, because I feel like that's really what it's about, and just to arm people with education and knowledge to better help themselves. Unfortunately, with the effects of COVID-19 and me entering at the time what was a very toxic relationship, Sephora no longer was a viable job for me. So fast forward to some job changes and changing my major twice just to end up quitting college altogether. Then entering a relationship and just slowly losing my identity over time due to this very toxic relationship, then making the decision to leave and move back home to Florida, to then almost being dumb enough to go back to that relationship, then doing a shit ton of therapy and self-helpery, to then just really enjoying every second of being single and enjoying my life and really rediscovering myself and my values and what I still value and what I'm passionate about and still passionate about. All of that fun stuff. And just really taking the time to heal and getting in touch with my spiritual side and really just developing my spiritual journey, which has been very critical to that healing, if I might add. And then I connect with my husband, or maybe reconnect. We met junior year of high school. He sat across from me and we reconnected, dated for a little while, and got married in Halloween of 2023. Very special. I finally ditched the workforce and the grind that I simply could not stand, and working for other people and just overall working jobs that were absolutely just killing my soul. I really wanted to understand and work toward what my dream and my vision was for life and just have a sense of purpose, especially when you're someone who has so much creativity and talent and desire to just live that out and experience life and all of the things it has to offer, rather than just being a robot, and to also help reach others so they can also do the same and then move closer to their authentic selves and be their authentic selves and live their most authentic life. I just knew I could no longer be doing what I was doing. And then I pick up a life coach. And that is by far one of the best investments that I have made in myself so far. And also doing a bunch of shadow work also as well in the middle of all of that. So then all of that just to really come to the conclusion that all I really wanted to do was just create cool things and create things that make me excited and motivated to wake up in the morning and just spread knowledge, positivity, and really just to help others fall in love with themselves and be their authentic selves. By the way, once I'm through with this video and talking and doing everything, I'm going to basically refer to everything that I'm putting on my face just in case anybody was curious. Definitely won't leave anybody hanging, and I definitely want to be as thorough with that as possible. But here we are. I decided to start this channel so I could do just that, to play and be creative. While I share everything that has helped me grow and expand my consciousness on my healing journey, and just all that I've learned so far. And mostly the things that I want to be sharing in regards to that, like I am so excited to just go over a lot of books, like just do deep dives into particular books that have helped me on this journey. A lot of it is going to be spirituality related, manifesting, trauma and inner child work, mental health, self-care, cosmetics, even travel, and just a lot of different fun but very important things that have been so critical for me. And I think they'll be critical for you too. I've spent a lot of time in the shadows of other people's limiting beliefs and expectations. And I know so many of us still are. It's gonna be freaking stunning. Oh my god. Just look at that. Holy. Sorry, I just needed a moment for that shadow. It was having a moment. So I know many of us still are just dealing with other people and their limiting beliefs that have been projected onto us, and like mainly that started within our childhood. And we don't have to do that anymore. And I want you to, heal and move past that. And I want that for all of us, really. Because I want all of us to win. Because I think we should. I think it's time we come home to ourselves. So I'm starting this channel back up again as a way to be creative in all of the ways that I love to be creative, but while also getting to share positivity and knowledge and information that I feel like really has helped me become closer to myself and a better person for myself and the people around me. And I believe this channel will just grow and adapt and evolve and change with me and based on what I feel like we need. And I think that's really cool. And I'm just so excited to see where that goes. I really lost myself along the way of this journey of trying to discover what it is that I want to do. Because like I said, there's a lot of projection of limiting beliefs going on within a lot of us. And a lot of that is just to protect ourselves, right? But it's also keeping us stuck. And I found myself stuck in a lot of really uncool situations that were just keeping me from myself. So I stayed going in circles with like the I don't know. And it's difficult. It's difficult to move away from that spot. And it could be, I don't know, it can just be so, it can be very immobilizing. It can really lead you to be in places you don't want to be, with people you don't want to be with. And, you know, in places you're not valued. And it just becomes a vicious pattern, a vicious cycle. And we deserve better. The universe wants better for us. We gotta get out of our own way. And it really is tough to do that when you don't know anything else, you haven't been shown anything else. You do just get lost. But lost is good, I've kind of discovered. Lost, you can be found, rather than repeating a pattern again, which can also happen when you feel lost. Sometimes when we get lost, we do repeat old patterns because the ego within does just want to keep us safe. And a lot of the time, I think we get the wrong idea of the ego, right? Because we view this ego as like big bad, full of myself, yada yada, which I suppose it can be. But the ego is within all of us. And I don't think it's necessarily something to kill like many of us believe. I just think the idea is to have the ego not really, you know, running the show. And my coach has explained it quite beautifully. We have our inner child, our ego, and our soul, or our higher self. And our ego, you could probably say, is caught between the two. And oftentimes when we have these survival-based emotions that are quite loud when things get tough, or like when we get lost. And then oftentimes we will feel resistance, you know, and that resistance is often your higher self that is saying, no, this way, over here. And then your inner child is like, no, that's too scary. And then your ego is in the middle saying, best I can do is repeat a pattern. And so when we embark on this healing journey and healing our nervous system, because that is another thing. A lot of us are walking around with some fucked up nervous systems, and it is, it's getting in our own way. Oh my God. And like operating from survival-based emotions or like lower vibrational emotions, it will keep us just repeating that pattern and catching it. But once we start to recognize these things, once we start to recognize these survival-based patterns and we can really move forward into that healing and stepping in to our higher selves, our more authentic selves, and our purpose, we can start catching these things before our ego does, to just repeat the pattern. So I'm really excited to start this journey, so that way I can help you, and we can all help each other in this process, and also just have fun, because I like having fun, and life should be fun. And even though healing isn't all that fun, I would love to have some community and joy and create some art and do some fun things while we all figure it out together. So I'm hoping you'll come along this journey with me. What do you think? This week, I think I'll paint my face some more and talk about a book that has been very special and near and dear to me, and that I've been recommending to just about everybody that I know. And it's been quite, I would say, critical into this journey that I've been on. And I'm gonna break it down chapter by chapter and really talk about it and dive deep, and I'll even apply that to myself, and what it all means and what that could look like, and do fun things like that along the way. And if you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them, because we're really going to explore any topics that we can, like I said, and we're gonna get creative, and we're gonna do some fun shit, and I'm excited to do it with you. Well, this has been super fun, and thanks for joining me today, and thanks for watching, and I really hope to see you soon. Till next time.